So, okay, well, the last video I did, it ended, my memory card got full, so I missed part of it. So what I'm going to do here now, I'm going to try to set this up. I played around with it, like I said in the last video, just manually moving it around. That's it. So now I'm going to try, I created a little file that has a couple of lines in there and holes, and then I'm going to change the laser out and try to laser around those holes and make sure things are centered and stuff, because then it works. I got to use two different programs to do that, and change it, but at least I don't have to move the piece of wood. Okay, so now one of the first, I have it zeroed out. Now one of the first things I want to talk about is these clamps. I see so many people on the internet, they don't put this screw in here, and it's this part here is touching the bed, or they put this screw upside down, then they can't tighten it. Okay, these, because of the way this piece of crap thing works, these are too small, so when you put them in the T-track, they spin. So what you do is you tighten it so it's fairly tight here, and then you actually will put your screwdriver in here and turn this. This will lift this back end up, pushing here. You always want this side higher than this side, because then it grips a lot better. Okay, and I see everyone on the internet screwing them up. I see these things that's sitting at a 45-degree angle. They're not really holding properly. Okay, so I just wanted to mention that. Okay, so now what I'm going to attempt to do, like it says, I haven't even set the software up on this one, and I don't even know for sure if I know what I'm doing. So I'm just going to play, and the video that we get, the video we get. So I actually downloaded the software on to this stick here. Come on, this computer's getting pretty old, so it shoot, where did I put it? I don't remember. Here it is, I think. Yeah, right here. Oh, I got two different ones. Okay, here's my test G codes and stuff. Okay, so here is the software. Okay, this is the disc that the guy brought with me now. Oh, I have something that was downloading that didn't finish. Oh well, I think I was downloading Candle, to be honest with you. Oh no, there's Candle there. I don't know. Anyway, I actually have to install this. Oops. Come on, why didn't it extract? Okay. Extract all. Because this is the driver apparently for. I heard on the internet somewhere that's a driver for converting the parallel to USB or something. I'm not sure. So I'm going to install it. Hopefully this works. Then I'm going to turn the machine on and plug it in. Driver installed successfully. So I'm actually going to, and now yesterday, well, the machine is turned on, I think. Yesterday I played around with this offline controller, and it actually worked okay. It actually worked pretty good, actually, I thought, for being such a cheap little unit. So I was pretty impressed with that part of it. But it said to unplug that when you're running this, so I unplugged it. So okay, so now if I go, oh, I think I got to go into Device Manager. No, I haven't plugged this in yet. Where is the USB cable for this? Oh, it is plugged in. Okay, I just powered it on. So I didn't see new software installed. What's this? Okay, we're gonna have to go to the Device Manager and see if it found it. Device Manager. Ports and pins. COM3. Okay, so that's set to COM3. So now when I go into my Candle software, which I believe I have downloaded it, but it was also in this. This is I downloaded from the guy that I bought it from off Amazon. So I have a couple different places. So here is the control software. So this should detect it. Well, I heard a little click there. So, excuse me. Now, again, I don't really know what I'm doing. This looks different than I've seen before. So, services settings. Okay, COM3. So it found it. Okay, so for the most part, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise it up, 15 millimeters, and then try to run it and see what happens and make sure it doesn't hit nothing, and we'll see what after that. So now again, I'm not sure where the control portion is, so I'm going to go open the file first and see if I get where did I put that? Right here. Okay, I don't know what this Chinese stuff is in there for. Okay, so it doesn't like I'm gonna have to make sure I change the file extension when I do that. Okay, so there it is. So there it's drawing 2 lines. Is this recording where I want it to be? It's going to mill 2 lines, and then it's going to drill these. Now these go down a 1/16 of an inch only, and these are going to go down, I think I put it at 6 mil, or 6 1/4. Okay, so 6.35 mil, and these were, I put 1/16, so it was like point, I don't even remember what I put it at, to be honest with you. It was like, because 3.175 mil is 1/8 of an inch. Actually, I think I might have put it like 0.6 mil, so it might not even work. So, okay, so here's the coordinates here. So here's home. Now, I like it says, I have to figure out. So here's the 0, X and Y, and 0, Z. So if I move this up, and I don't know exactly how this works. I know I use a different machine, so I'm not sure. Z probe, reset origin. Okay, so how do I move it up? Can I use my arrows? No. Okay, so I'm not sure how we move stuff around. Spindle speed is 1,000 RPMs. Feed rate 100%. Okay, so it's working. I guess it's gonna run it. Now I haven't even tightened this yet. That's how tight it fits in the thing. So these holes are 5 millimeters apart. I think I did 9 of them, and they're 10 millimeters apart that way. And then I'll come down here and draw these 2 lines. And I can't remember the length of them. I have the sheet of paper upstairs with all the things on them. But I'm going to have to learn how to move stuff with here. If you look in here, you can see the readings, where it's going, which is kind of nice. And so now it should draw these lines. And yeah, see, I didn't do it deep enough. So, and now it should go back to 0 and shuts off. Okay. Well, that actually worked quite well, other than the fact is I don't know how to move things up and down. Okay. So right now it is saying that the machine is 5.3 millimeters above, which I can't remember what I set my safe zone for in the program. It would have been in inches, I'm sure, and that's why you couldn't see it. So that speed, I set it at 8,000, so it set that. That's what I put in the program. And the feed rate I set at 1,000 millimeters per minute, which that probably was about right. So yeah, I'm very, very happy with that. Now the only thing I would like to know how to do is move this up and down. So maybe you can't. Maybe you have to use this thing. I don't know. So anyway, I'm going to put a pause on it, and then I'm going to go in and play around with the laser part of it. So I'm going to have to install laser GRBL on here, and hopefully when I'm plugging all this, I don't move anything. Okay, so we're just going to pause this for now. Okay guys, I seem to have had a little problem with installing laser GRBL. My computer, I don't know, I couldn't get it to install the latest .NET framework, even though if I went to Windows itself, it said, yeah, I already have the latest installed, but when I went to open the newest laser GRBL, wouldn't, so I had to find an old version of it. So I got the laser set up now finally, and I'm doing the focusing. Now one thing I found, the lens in this is really, really cheap. Okay? It came with glasses, but if you put the glasses in front of the camera, you can see that it's a lot finer point. That's about as fine as I could get it. Okay, so I'm gonna just basically, I haven't done this yet, so I have no clue if it's gonna work, how fast it's gonna be, to see. So I can now shut the focus off. So the light should have went off, yeah, okay. And it says it's idle on here, so I just have to load the code. So I'm using an SVG code or file to load. So, because this doesn't, you don't load, well, at least I don't think you do. Oh yeah, I guess I could have did a G code. I might have to play with that, and it looks like it's accepting G code. So maybe if I do just a what do you call that? Just a contour line. I'm going to use this A one. If I do a contour line as a G code, and then maybe it'll read that G code. So now I don't know the codes. I'm going to leave the default. Border speed says 1,000 millimeters per minute, which I'm assuming that, because I'm not, I don't, like I said, I don't know. It basically depends on the type of wood. Actually, there's a database in here. So actually, I've seen a guy do this on the internet. You hit this and material. I have no clue what laser I have. I have a 5.5, so I'm going to put that one. And I'm going to go in here, I'm going to see what they have for a paper board. You know, MDF is kind of a paper board, but it's kind of a plywood, so I'm just going to check here. Paper board says 300 at 20%. Let's go plywood is 80% power, so quite a bit more. So I'm going to try that and hit apply. Let's see what happens here. Okay, oh, so here's your speed difference, 800 instead of 1,000, and okay, let's just try it. You never know what happens. It should not go up or down. It's only two-dimensional, and let's hopefully it works. And it should go around those circles, or the holes. Well, actually, before I hit create, I can actually view it first. So if you look here, I don't know if you can see that here. This is where the circles are, the holes, and then here's the two engraved lines. Oh, I thought I shut those off. So it's actually going to laser where it was supposed to have cut. It didn't actually cut because I screwed up and it wasn't deep enough. So, okay. So now I think I just have to hit this little play button on the top here and it should work. Let's see what happens. So let's put the because it's pretty bright here. We'll look the camera through here. Well, that's pretty bright compared to my CO2 laser. And there's settings I can change to do bidirectional and stuff like that. So right now, like I said, this is the first time run, so I'm pretty happy with it and stuff like that. So yeah, it looks like it's drawing it. It's actually cutting very well. I'm actually quite impressed. Or not cutting, I guess it's. So I'll have to play with the cutting feature on here. I just want to make sure that they're lined up in between. I'm gonna take it upstairs and do the measurements on it and stuff like that. Not super fast. There, overall, there it's done. So, we zoom in here now. No, I'm gonna have. I don't think it lined up properly. If I look in the by the holes there, it looks like they're drilling part of the hole. So I'll have to play with that and see. But at least I know the burning part works. So, oh, actually, it worked good, except the sawdust. So I'm going to move this back here. If you look here, it was I didn't clean the sawdust off of there. So it actually was that was actually quite good. So what I'm gonna try doing this again here. I'm going to see if I can hit home again if it'll automatically go there. Good, I did. Right on. So it retains my home position. So I'm going to go over here. Oh, it's nice. I can see the bit here, so I can look here on the computer. I'm going to move it over. I'm going to move it over to 80. I'm hoping that's going to be enough. And so I'm going to run it again from here. So if I hit the focus from here, I should be able to see where the light starts. Okay, and I'm going to play if I can. It'd be nice. I don't know how I can do that. File, kind of open, reload. Oh, I think you reload your last file. Here it is, and now I'm going to go into this database thing again, and so what is this? You can cut or engrave. Actually, I'm pretty. Okay, I'm gonna pretend that's paperboard. I'm not sure what they mean by paperboard. It's a lot less power. A single pass. Okay, hit create. Now I know there is a bidirectional setting in here. I don't know if I really want to get into that right now, but let's try that. Jog. No. G-code. Automatic. Where is it? I'll have to watch that video again. I actually seen. Oh, here it is. Directional engraving. By default, laser produces engraving lines in both travel directions of the laser hit. Some tests have shown that this mode, which is faster, produces lower quality. If the maximum marking quality desired, activate this. Okay, so it should already be set to go both. Okay, so let's give this a try and see what happens. Okay, I guess so I forgot to zero out the position. So I guess I don't know if I can shut this off or not. Yeah, I can stop it. Abort current job. Yes. And it's still going. Like this. Abort current job. Yes. So it's not stopping here. Stop. Okay, so it must be on low power. So let's hit stop. Yes. So for some weird reason it doesn't want me to, it won't let me go back to home. What is this? Shoot. Okay, I just gonna let it finish out. It might be finishing out, but it's not a high power, I think. Because it's not very bright. Oh, it had to finish that line. Okay. So now if I go back to the home. Okay, that should be the home position. Now, I don't know how to re-zero this. So if I move this over to where I wanted to go before. Okay, so I'm wondering if I hit that home button. Yeah, I should have did a little bit more center. Oh, this is it here, I think. Set the 0 point. So now when I hit this button here, where the laser is now, that now becomes the 0 point. I wish there was a, oh here it is, a coordinate place. So if I, no, exit 80, yeah. So if I hit that, it should go back to 0. And it does. So now it's at 0, 0 position. Now if I run it, it should run from there. Resume, start from the beginning. Okay. Resume from specific line to start again from the beginning. Okay, so let's see what happens now. There we go. Oh, a lot less power. Yeah. You can't even, it's not even putting a mark in the, I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's not even putting hardly a mark at all on the wood. So I'm going to let this run through, and because I'm only at 20% power, so I guess MDF is clearly not paperboard. It will be your, I don't want to look at it until it's done. So once this is done, I'll reload it, and I'm going to run it with what do you call it in there? As plywood. Then I'm going to try doing a little rastering picture or something there. Okay, so now it went there, good. I hear the fan blowing. So now I'm going to go File, Reload Last File, and obviously this was no good. S max is 200, and I think the max before was like 1,000. What happened? File, Reload. There it is. Oh, I must have missed it. Okay, so power's 20%. So yeah, this is kind of weird because that was 80%, but it was 800. So 1,000 must be the absolute maximum of this. So, oh, the anodized aluminum. I actually want to try doing aluminum once. I have some little business cards that I bought that I can play with. Paper, plastic, plywood, or solid wood. So plywood was 80. Okay, so what is hardwood? Same thing. Okay, so you get the exact same thing. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to hit create, and then I'm going to hit run, and now it should run at a lot higher power, and you can just see it in the thing, and you can see the lines showing up now. It wastes a lot of time. I definitely would like to learn how it, where it can just continually draw without lifting each time, and eventually I'll figure that out. So. But this will give me a good indication using a ruler to measure stuff. I'll do a light sanding on it. But I think this is going to work perfectly for my crib work. Okay, so basically you've seen all this. I'm gonna pause this for a bit, and then I'm gonna go and find a raster picture, and I'm gonna try to do a picture. Okay, so what I've done here is I've imported a picture, and I'm doing it fairly small. Well, actually it's 3 inches, so this could take quite a while because I think it's going to be fairly slow. But I did 75 by 50 mil, so 3 by 2 inches of a picture, a raster picture. So I reset everything. That's now at the 0 point, and it's ready to go. I'll put these